Hi, thank you for joining me. Today we are doing a grilled hot dog sandwich. And these are some hot dogs I had left over. So I thought this would be a great recipe for it. So right now I'm getting a couple out. I don't need more than two, so I pulled some out and I have two more for another recipe. It's really great when you can stretch out your food for different recipes. It makes it last longer. And get the pan on and heat it up. And I'm doing some coconut oil. You can do any oil of your choice, but I personally use between coconut and olive oil. It's wanting to stick to the spoon. And get that back on. And now while I'm waiting on the pan to get hot, I'm going to cut these in half. I was actually planning on it to still stick together, but just be in half and they came apart, but whatever, it still worked. And get my oil moved around so I'll coat the pan. Okay, now it's ready and I'm getting the hot dogs in. And what I'm doing, I'm going to fry the hot dogs first, just to get them, although I know you can eat it the way it is, but to me it gives it more flavor when you cook it. So I'm doing that first. And get my board and knife out of the way. I had to turn down the heat because it's going crazy now. And now I pulled out my smaller pan because after I cook the hot dogs, I'm going to do the sandwich in the other pan because there'll be so much oil and stuff from the hot dogs. Or not from the hot dogs, but just being all in the pan. And that's my bread that I'm going to use. And got my plate out and ready. With a napkin to soak up any oil. There it is. Alright. And get those flipped over. They're cooking good now. Just gotta cook it on the other side. And let that cook for a minute. Okay. Had to swap my plate and bread because I'll need that first. Okay. Just turned the pan off, the heat off, so because it's ready to take out now. And it'll lay there and soak on the towel, paper towel, until I'm ready for it. And that one I'm just trying to leave for a few more minutes. It didn't seem like it was quite ready yet, or brown enough to me yet to come out. So I was trying to leave it a little bit longer. There we go. Now moving that to the back and the smaller pan to the front. Get my heat back on. And I pulled out the mayonnaise. And I'm doing just with the mayonnaise and the hot dog and stuff like that. You can, by all means, add cheese if you want. That did cross my mind, but I'm like, no, Megan, be good. Don't have the cheese. And it tasted great. Even without cheese, it tasted great. But, of course, you can throw some cheese on there as well. Just like if you were doing like a grilled hot dog and cheese, something like that. That's would be great too. Now I'm throwing some mayonnaise on the inside of the sandwich. I did butter on the outside. Now I'm throwing some mayonnaise on the inside. And as you've probably seen, I did this with the turkey lunch meat. And that's what gave me the idea with the hot dog. I'm like, oh, I could do the same thing with the hot dog, but I just have to cut it in half. Excuse me. Now I'm laying those in there. And of course, I'm going to take my mayonnaise now because this part's going to be on the inside. And these are turkey hot dogs, by the way. You can use any kind you want, but I personally use turkey hot dogs. And now I'm pushing it down so it'll make it stick together. And I'm doing some butter on the outside, just like you would do with any other grilled cheese or grilled sandwich. Now taking my knives over to the sink because I no longer need them. And gonna get that flipped over. There we go. It all stuck together. Nothing came falling out. Because that was a kind of a concern to me too. Like, oh no, maybe it'll, when I flip it, the hot dogs are going to come rolling out. But it didn't. It all stayed together. And get that greasy napkin thrown away. And check the other side. Looks to me like it could cook a little bit more, so I was going to leave it for a few minutes. Alright, I guess that's as good as it's going to get. And there you go. Get the fire turned back off, and I was just trying to show you the hot dogs are, and they're good. Hope you give this a try. Thanks.